Hey guys, Kyle the Dead Knight of Anime here, bringing you my review for Dragon Ball Super episode 115. I think we can all safely say that the title of this episode probably has had everyone on the edge. Like, wait, Super Saiyan Blue got defeated, and I know immediately in everyone's head, they're probably thinking, wait, is Goku gonna get defeated? And, well, technically, his Super Saiyan Blue form got defeated. It definitely. It definitely didn't. Goku himself didn't get pushed off, luckily. And what do you know? We got a return of Ultra Instinct, but I'm kind of just giving the clip notes here. Let's actually get into the discussion of it, because, like I said, the title of this episode, honestly, is a fucking troll. Because when you see a title like Super Saiyan Blue defeated, automatically your brain processes that Goku himself is going to lose and get thrown out of the tournament. But no, it was just literally that Super Saiyan Blue itself got defeated. Like Goku ended up passing out, and Super Saiyan Blue basically disappeared. So yeah, so Super Saiyan Blue is best by Kefla in this episode. And while many, I'm sure, will question the heavens as to how that's possible, the trade-off of what happened by the end of this episode is well worth it, because we get a return of Goku's Ultra Instinct form, meaning a rematch with Jiren probably isn't too far off in the next couple episodes. And what I'm honestly hoping for right now is that all the sparring with KO, Caulifla, or Fusion Kefla did help Goku enough to the point where he can control that form for a longer period of time now. Because that does seem to be the way that Dragon Ball does things. Immediately when someone ends up getting a form, they usually have trouble controlling it in the beginning, but after the first time, they have controlling it for a longer period, and that does seem to be the case considering when you look at the preview of the next episode. So, yeah, I think now that Goku has probably returned to his Ultra Instinct form, I do imagine he's going to be able to control it for a longer period of time, but hopefully long enough where it can definitely go a longer round with Jiren. Hopefully, I want like a full on episode of Ultra Instinct Goku versus Jiren. I really want that. But yeah, and the thing, and as far as the fusion itself of Kefla goes, the thing that stood out in the beginning of this episode for me is the conversation on Universe 7 side where Whis says that but by using fusion, they lose the risk of having fewer warriors. And in this case, the phrasing of that particular sentence is important because he didn't say it would be permanent. He didn't mention anything about the fusion being permanent. So, in a small way, it does give me hope they aren't rewriting things again. Although I just gotta say that they aren't rewriting things again. Hopefully, I'm just praying on my hands and knees right now that hopefully Super Saiyan Goku isn't, sorry, that the Kefla isn't a permanent form. I'm just really kind of hoping that isn't the. I'm still kind of hoping on that one that isn't the case. We've already seen, like I said, I've already expressed how that wouldn't be possible now, considering what happened in the future Trunks arc of Dragon Ball Super. So yeah, hope it does appear like that probably won't be the case. But the question is now, how much longer does Kefla have? If that is the case and it isn't going to be permanent, how much longer does Kefla have in that form? Because I think it was about, what was it, 5-10 minutes, something like that, and is what they said in the future Trunks arc. So yeah, I imagine that they probably will end up diffusing soon, hopefully, if it isn't permanent anyway. But yeah. But aside from that, the only other thing to mention about that, with that whole conversation of Universe 7 talking about fusion, is all I have to say is poor fucking Krillin. Everyone was there discussing about Android 17 and 18 fusing and forgetting the fact that 18 is Krillin's wife, and I'm like, bro, I feel you, bro. Bro, I totally get you. I totally feel your pain, bro. I can totally feel where you're coming from. That's basically that's like all your friends saying right in front of you how hot your girlfriend is. It's like, yeah, seriously, what the fuck, guys? 18 is Krillin's wife. Give him, don't you? It's like, yeah, seriously, poor Krillin. Uh, Now, one thing I need to address about this episode is what Champa said. And normally I don't take too much of what Champa says to heart, but in this case, I really need to talk about it. Because in this episode, Champa says that since Kefla was able to go toe to toe with Super Saiyan Blue Goku and win, I guess, essentially, she can face Jiren now. And I'm sorry, that's just arrogance to the max. I mean, Jiren is equal in power to a god of destruction. He took he took on Goku face face to face in their first match of Goku first achieving Super Saiyan Goku first achieving Ultra Instinct. He took Goku in Super Saiyan God form, I think. He took Goku in Super Saiyan Blue. He took Goku face to face on equal terms, mind you, in Ultra Instinct. So the fact that you think, for the life of you, that Kefla is strong enough to face Jiren ain't gonna happen, buddy. You are deluded if you think Kefla is strong enough to take on Jiren. I mean, I will admit that since fusing Kefla as a fighter is definitely a lot stronger that is a lot stronger than Kill when she first went when she first went into her berserker mode and didn't even is definitely probably stronger than when she went in her berserker mode. But yeah, the fact that you think that she can that she can actually defeat Jiren, yeah, I think that's just your overconfidence talking, and I really think that you need to check yourself on that one. Jiren is in a whole other league, Champa. You are just deluded if you honestly think you can defeat him. It's not gonna happen, bro. Not at all. Yeah, Champa, just I just go check to see if your brain is all there. It's not right now, bro. But yeah. One thing, one thing I want to talk about is one last thing I want to talk about is the main. I guess if I really had to pinpoint a real main problem with this episode, I mean, aside from the obvious little very controversial thing I'm sure, which is going to become very controversial of Kefla defeating Goku in Super Saiyan Blue. The other major issue I really need to talk about with this episode is basically a problem I've had for the past couple episodes, which is there were a lot of fights in this episode that, while awesome, a lot of awesome fights of Goku and Piccolo versus the Universe 6 Namekians, as well as Vegeta versus Topo. Like all these awesome fights were going on, as well as that little mini fight of Android 18 and 17 against that one Ranger guy. I guess I don't know, but yeah, there was, like I said, there was a lot of brief but awesome fights in this episode. But the problem with these fights, the main problem with these fights, is that, while awesome, kind of felt like a little bit like filler compared to the main fight. And the thing is, when you do stuff like that, you run the risk of repeating the Tien mistake. And what I mean by the Tien mistake is with how Tien got eliminated. We all know how Tien got eliminated. That one was bullshit. With how there was absolutely no build up to him getting eliminated. There's no build up to him getting eliminated. There was nothing that really showcased he had done anything in order to deserve to be eliminated, unlike Roshi and whatnot. The thing is, and when you run the risk of repeating, unfortunately, because all these fights are happening very briefly, you kind of run the risk of repeating that mistake for when the next Universe 7 team member gets eliminated. It probably won't feel as impactful as it probably should. So yeah, that's my one issue with this episode, is that a lot of these other fights that were going on in the background just felt like background and filler. So it's like, yeah, I really hope that hopefully there will come a time where we will get a little more spotlight on these fights, because I really do want I really don't want another TN mistake. That's all I'm gonna say about this. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, or follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Knight of MMA, signing off. Later, guys.